currently also in a notion of opportunities. Why is that? Because Rotary and our alliance with Rotary opens opportunities. So in lieu of an introduction, did you know that Dr. Smedley, the Toastmasters founder, joined Rotary back in 1918 and had a 38-year record of 100% attendance at Rotary meetings? Did you know that in his 1962 interview, Dr. Smedley said that the word international in Toastmasters International was inspired by Rotary International? And did you know that the three-level governing structure of Toastmasters International was patterned after the governing structure of Rotary International? So for more on Rotary, we will be delighted to hear from Dr. Klaus Drittenpreis, an experienced Chief Executive Officer with demonstrated history of successfully working in the supply chain of oil, gas, and petrochemical projects. Based in Switzerland, he is a polyglot, skilled in negotiating, business development, and customer relationship management, and a proud Rotarian. So put your hands together for welcoming Dr. Klaus Drittenpreis. Rotary opens opportunities. Could you please unmute your line? Thank you.
Here we go. Hello. Panos, I need to really make you a big compliment before starting. Very few people managed to say my last name as well as you just did, so well done. Congratulations. Honorable Toastmasters, guests, and fellow speakers, first of all, thank you for having me. And thank you for having shown some interest. Now, apart from Panos' fantastic introduction, have you ever heard and done something about the Rotary and Toastmaster Alliance? Opening opportunities. Rotary opening opportunities is not only our annual motto in Rotary, but it's also somehow the red line I want to have through this conversation, where I would like, at the end of the conversation, everybody of you with some ideas in mind, what opportunities there could be for you. The potential of this alliance is incredible. It was announced just about 2 years ago, but I feel it hasn't been really put and used to its full capacity. Now, Panos was saying a few things about my professional life. Thank you. Very, very pleased about that. But why do I talk about today about this interesting issue? Well, first of all, because I'm a convinced Rotarian. I found Toastmaster International just before the alliance was announced in Dubai. Very interesting. Sepide Musavi, who's of Iranian origin but lives in Dubai, she's a confidence coach. She's really applying the skill sets that she has learned, maybe also in Toastmaster. She's a very successful Toastmaster, winner of several contests. And she's applying these skill sets, helping female entrepreneurs to combine a career as a businesswoman and a mother, which in an environment, the Middle East, which is not known to be the easiest one for female businesswomen, I think is really good. So I got very curious, but Toastmaster, what is this? Because honestly, more than 2 years ago, I've never heard about you guys. So I studied a little bit. I got very interested. And I found out that in Verona, where I live, as much as in Switzerland, there is a Toastmaster club. And what a club that is. Very, very good, well managed, very active. I had the chance to visit some of their meetings. Got, again, very much interested, had a very good feelings. We said, well, we could do something together. And then actually Rotary and Toastmaster announced their cooperation. We managed to do a few things. We had Toastmaster running one of our meetings, which was a great success. People were very happy, got very interested. This is something which can lead to a lot of other things. And when I was preparing this address, I thought, well, I'm Rotarian for a few years, but there are other people with more experience. So I asked actually both our present and our future district governor, and we've just learned from Panos that our structure is very similar between Toastmaster and Rotary. So I asked both the governors, well, please share some thoughts on the subject, because we know we have this alliance and we know we could do things, but really we didn't do as many things as possible. What followed was a very interesting conversation, and we had a number of wonderful ideas, but at the end of it, it was all ideas where Rotarians could see opportunities in the alliance from our point of view. Now today, and in front of this incredible audience, I think you had participants registered from over 70 different people. Fantastic result. I would like to talk a bit about the things that you, Toastmasters, individual Toastmasters and Toastmasters Club can get out of it. Before I do so, however, I would like to read out a brief statement from our point of view. And it says, Rotarians want to make a difference. Rhetorical skills and the convincing appearance in front of some or many people fit into the professional and private competences of each member. To facilitate the expansion of this skill set, Rotary International has partnered with Toastmasters International. This provides Rotarians with access to a new network where they can systematically improve their communication skills. In other words, we can learn from you how to better do public speaking. This is something which is very important for everyone. What can you do? Well, it can be reassumed in three main categories. Obviously, by living the Toastmaster Rotary Alliance, you can connect with more people. You can take advantage of new speaking and learning opportunities. I think from a member point of view, Toastmasters will have the opportunity to apply their leadership skills, to apply their public speaking skills outside what they're used to, their weekly or bi-weekly club meetings with different people, and sometimes with actually quite interesting, sometimes even well-known people. As an organization, Toastmasters will be open to new markets and new members. I suppose that is something in the speech just before mine, somebody was talking about opportunities, how to get clubs growing. So it is something which is in Toastmasters' interest as much as it is in Rotary's interest. But most of all, I think you can make a difference in your community. I don't know how much you know about Rotary and how good you know what we do and what it is about. Rotary's core competencies, one of them is actually leadership, so that is definitely something that we have in common, are around one single thing, and that is services. Services that we do on a local, on a regional, on a national, global level. They are quite different in their nature, and I feel that is something where the combination of your skill set and our infrastructure, or sometimes your infrastructure and skill sets that coming from here, can really, really make a difference. So, for example, both Toastmaster and Rotary have some training classes, courses, and other things for young people. Young people that are sometimes in the middle of their school career or sometimes at the beginning of their professional or university career. In our case, it is called RELA, Rotary Young Leader Awards. You have a similar program. Well, try to do them together, which is grouping sources, grouping infrastructure, getting the best speakers and the best contents, and creating in these young people interest in Rotary, interest in Toastmaster, interest in both, but most of all, helping them to acquire new skill sets, which will bring them on the next level, which is what your courses are aiming to as much as ours. Rotary has some services like, well, in the health environment, we do at the moment a campaign worldwide, very strongly expressed in Italy, where I'm talking to you today. It's Stop COVID Now, where volunteers, which can be medical doctors, but which can be anything else, are helping the national health organizations running and organizing the vaccine campaigns. Now, there is a lot of organization, and these people need to be addressed at the vaccine centers. I don't see why some Toastmaster volunteers couldn't participate in something like that. But we also have one thing which is very interesting. Some of the people most in difficulties with their life, inmates in public prisons. Now there are programs where Rotarians try to bring culture to these people by reading, by music, both playing and trying to teach them music. And I think teaching them public speaking, helping them to be more self-confident, bringing them on a better way is something where a combination of Rotarian and Toastmaster values would be really, really good. I could go on with these things forever. Each club is very individual, so they have their own services, they have their own ideas. Some of them are the same for all. Some of them are, as I said, individual initiatives of the single club. So visit a club, go and see who's your local club. Try to understand what they're doing. Arrange reciprocal meetings to visit. Do something together. This may not be easy because you may well come across a club who's not interested at all. But what do you do then? Then you remember what you've heard last Friday in this incredible speech of Mohammed Khatani. Do not quit. Just go to the next one. There are so many clubs. There are some e-clubs, clubs who only meet online, which is obviously at the moment everybody meets only online, but they do that always. There are passport clubs which meet around one single subject that they're concentrating on. Because I feel when you put in your skill set together, you can create a lot of interest for your club and you may learn something for yourself. If we combine resources and do what Toastmasters past president said, serving the world together, actually we have a chance. Yes, we can contribute to making the world a better place. So let's do that.
Thank you, Dr. Drittenpreis. I appreciate you for the way you structured your presentation. As I heard you, you were building a bridge from both ends between Toastmasters and Rotarians, Rotarians and Toastmasters. So this makes me want to make my first visit in a Rotary club, and it could be yours. So I look forward to connecting with you right after. Perhaps you would like to share your contact details with now your fellow Toastmasters. We have time for only one 30-second question. And here it is. It's an interesting one. Rotary International is renowned for its ability to mobilize funds towards worthy causes. What can Toastmasters learn from this?
What can Toastmasters learn from that? That's a very interesting question, which I'm not sure that I'm the right guy to answer that, because I do not know enough about the way that you are handling funds and noble causes. So if you want to learn how to do that and how that can be handled, again, the invitation is open. Go visit the club, ask the question, see how it is done locally, and try to apply it on Toastmasters.
That's a brilliant way of turning a question into a call to action. So since Rotarians know quite a bit about mobilizing funds and serving noble causes, we have a lot to learn from you. So let's exchange visits. Let's thank Dr. Drittenpreis one more time.